ideal, Jay, was to get rid of the Subaru, which I had done, get rid of the Mini Cooper, and then the next car, and then move on to supercars. Me and Jay were both lined up to get supercars. And then the other day I was talking to my dad and I told him, hey, I've had every single Subaru STI WRX model year except for the newest one. Maybe I'll just get the newest one. I was just joking around with him at the time. And unfortunately, he ended up passing away. And I just figured I have to now. It was the last thing I told him I was going to do. Man of my word. And so that's what I've done. So now it's time to check out this car. So this is my new to me 2016 Hyper Blue Sti. Hyper Blue is obviously just referring to the color. It's a limited run that they did where they made only 700 units. I found this on Craigslist. It's going to be just another flipper car for me. I'm going to do a bunch of work to it and then send it on its way to the new owner. But for now, I'm going to have some fun with it. Not going to waste any time. Just going to jump into the engine bay, get the oil changed. Pretty soon here, I'm going to do the sound deadening because whoever had it last put a straight pipe on it and it sounds ridiculous. It also came with a almost brand new Cobb exhaust, which from their website runs about $1,400, so that's pretty cool. Probably going to be swapping that out. The guy before me said it's a little bit quieter, but we'll see. So the whole plan for this car is, again, just like the last one, try to make it as perfect as I can, try to make it the best daily driver that I can. Obviously, it's already pretty good, and it's got a bunch of stuff under the hood that adds to that, so let's check it out. So for under the hood, the car already comes with a bunch of mods, especially ones that are just for safety of the engine, which is nice. So it's got an air oil separator, which basically means that all of the positive pressure that can't escape in the engine goes through that, separates the oil and the air, so it doesn't burn so much oil. It's got the full Cobb intake as well. It's got an aftermarket intercooler. I'm not sure of the brand, but I'm going to figure it out pretty soon. And it also has fuel rails and injectors. I'm not sure what injectors they are. I think right away I'm going to go ahead and get it tuned just to be safe. But for now, it runs great and seems like there's no issues. Other than that, as far as I know, the car's pretty much stock, but at the same time, you never really know with these cars. Also, just cosmetically, it's got a carbon fiber hood scoop, mud flaps, stock wheels, completely tinted windows, and then a carbon fiber gas cap, which definitely will not last. So for now, the car looks pretty in the garage, but outside it's 10 times better. Gonna go ahead and pull it out and then check out the interior. So for the exterior of this car, as far as quality and paint, it's almost perfect. There's just a couple little tiny scratches here and there that I can include, and kind of some silly stuff like the gas cap and all that kind of stuff. And then for the interior, it's almost in perfect condition. It's a little bit dirty, but the guy just had it detailed a couple weeks back and it still has the plastic underneath. All the Alcantara is in great shape. All the leather is in great shape. All the screens work as they should. And there's also a built-in little air-fuel ratio in the air vent. And then here you can see the plaque where it says 1 of 700 or 363 of 700. So kind of feel like you're driving something special, something rare that you don't really see often on the road, which is cool. And then the only modifications on the exterior are the brakes and the brake pads, and then these little mud flaps along with the exhaust. The wheels are in pretty good shape. They just have a little bit of curbing, but I think I can go along that with a little touch-up pin and it'll look much better. And then of course they just need cleaned up. So for now, I'd love to just sit in the garage and stare at it, but I've got a 10-hour trip coming up, actually tomorrow. Just got the car about 2 days ago and I need to pull it in, get the oil changed and make sure everything's good. Also for the interior, previous owner went ahead and installed these blue lights. Those will be gone soon. And then something that I'm really not used to is just all this tech in these cars. The newest car that I had was the Tacoma. That was a 2014. And this car's a 2016. So it doesn't even, well, it has a key, but push to start. So this will just turn on the electronics. So you've got this screen here. It's lit up like a Christmas tree, but that's just because the car is not running. Then you've got another screen here. This is just gonna be all of your infotainment and stuff like that. There's a third little screen with a toggle right here, and if you flip through that you can get a bunch of different gauges. So there's just a clock, not sure what that is, boost gauge, that's pretty cool, it's fun to watch while you're driving. And then here's just a couple different things, and then here's just your steering telemetry, so it'll tell you, I believe, your G-forces, I'm not sure, but it will tell you your steering. Also with this car, specific to this car, you get blue suede stitching, or I'm sorry, blue Alcantara in the seats, and then